Because Ubisoft cannot go a single year without releasing or re-releasing some sort of Assassin's Creed game. And this is not the first time we talked about this, but now it's actually coming out. We've got some more details. We are getting a remastered version of Assassin's Creed 3. Now, this is already included if you bought the season pass for Assassin's Creed Odyssey. It just
everyone's favorite. Included.
Oh yeah, it's completely non-controversial at all. And what's honestly, and you can also just get it, by itself. Yeah. If you'd rather do that, it's not coming to the Switch. But what is included with it? It's coming out on March 29th, and it will be coming to the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC. If you have the upgraded consoles, you'll be able to play at 4K with HDR, and of course it will have high-resolution textures, a new graphics engine, and several other graphical enhancements.
So what was the original one on, like, PlayStation 2?
3.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, it was actually like one of the last ones on PS3 and 360.
It was the third Assassin's Creed game made?
No.
Okay, that's what I was going to say. That doesn't...
It was like the fifth one.
Are you going to get it?
No, I've got the original. Yeah. Like, they did the same thing. Honestly, they did the same thing with the Ezio trilogy with Assassin's Creed 2, Brotherhood, and Revelations, which all star Ezio. And that actually turned out pretty bad. It had bugs in it, that the original games never had.
Well, also, I mean, I was gonna, if it was on PlayStation 2, that would make more sense. But with 3, it's like, it's even less significant.
Well, the Assassin's Creed series didn't even exist until 360 and PS3.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the original is on those consoles.
For some reason, I thought it was a little older than that, but
nope. It kind of started. It came out. The first one came out in 2007, I think.
Oh, okay.
And PS3 launched in 2006, 360 in 2005.
Okay.
But this is also going to include the Assassin's Creed 3 Liberation, which was at one point a PlayStation Vita exclusive. They released an HD version of it on the PS3 and 360 very late into those life cycles. And also the Tyranny of King Washington DLC for Assassin's Creed 3, which is fantastic. Like, it basically tells you know. Is
that a Revolutionary War story?
Yeah, Assassin's Creed 3 takes place during the Revolutionary War, and of course you do have a friendly relationship with George Washington.
Oh, nice.
And you know how George Washington was very reluctant to become the first president?
Yeah.
It delves into his decision for that, and it's incredible. Like, a lot of people, when it first came out, this was a little bit controversial because people who weren't familiar with the fact that this is kind of like fiction, historical fiction, and it kind of plays on history. People saw that, George Washington would never be king. Okay, if you could just put that aside for a second and just kind of accept this as an alternate thing. It doesn't show Washington as some kind of like uber villain or anything like that. Like, it all gets explained in the story, and it's incredible. Like, if you're a fan of the series, like, I would suggest definitely picking this up, because when 3 came out, it kind of was not received the best, because we were just coming off of Ezio being a very likable James Bond kind of assassin, where he's a ladies' man, he doesn't take himself too seriously, and very likable, to Connor, who takes himself extremely seriously. So, but it tells a really good story.
The third one?
Yeah, the third one
that's the Revolutionary War one.
Yes, and it takes place during the Revolutionary War.
So George Washington doesn't want to be president because he wants to be king? Is that what you were saying?
The name of the DLC is the Tyranny of King Washington, where he does become king, but there's a reason for it. Like, It's not just because he's going against the historical documentation that he didn't want to be president. Like, they work that into it.
Yeah.
And I don't want to spoil anything, but it's done in a really, really good way that totally fits in with what we know of George Washington as a person.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I wouldn't get it just because I own it. I've already got all the DLC and everything like that. I don't have a price on here.
Yeah, I was wondering that.
I do imagine it's going to probably run for maybe $30, but at the same time, if you just want to get the original, I think it's currently like $3 on Amazon.
If you have a PlayStation 3.
Yeah, if you got a working PS3 360, you can also get this.
Wait, you could get the original and it would work on the PS4 too, right?
No.
Oh, okay, so it's not. Oh, that's right.
It's not backwards compatible. The 360 version would probably work on the Xbox One, maybe, if they've patched it. But it's a really good overlooked game. A lot of people, once Black Flag came out, which was the successor to this one or sequel to this one, people were just kind of like, well, I'm never going to go back to playing 3. And it is really good. Like, it has a lot of elements that you kind of lose out on as Assassin's Creed has gone on and done different gameplay elements. So yeah, pick it up, especially if you're an Assassin's Creed fan, especially the older games too. Like the newer games they have a lot of RPG elements. They're very grind heavy.
Yeah.
This was a simpler time.
Yes.
Before all of that.